everyone, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you Leos for February 2017. So it's for you my gorgeous Leos for February 2017. I think that this month is going to be really nice when it comes to you guys. You have got such a nice balance of absolutely everything this month, and I absolutely like it, and I'm really glad for you, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because this month really is all about the right balance in between you seeing people who you haven't seen in a really long time, like you seeing like a family members, and you seeing like a certain like friends that haven't been in your life for a while. It's just basically this all going to be about reconnection when it comes to us and when it comes to people who we haven't seen in a really long time. When it comes to numerology, number 2 is actually being absolutely enhanced all around the place when it comes to you guys. And again, number 2 means and symbolize all about reconnection and all about us reuniting with the people who we haven't seen in a really long time, with people who means to us a lot and things like that. So it's a very powerful month when it comes to social relationships, okay? On another hand, when I talk about the balance and when I mentioned it's absolutely the right balance of everything, I already mentioned in the previous months that actually 2017 is going to be a ridiculously powerful year. January is also going to be very important month, because now this is the month where you guys are actually going to start getting a clear picture about what exactly are you going to do in your future, what exactly you are going to do about your future in general. You might not get the whole picture, but most certainly the time is getting closer when you're going to start getting a clear picture what is going to happen with your future when it comes to your professional work, or when it comes to your work, when it comes to your career, when it comes to what you do in life in general, okay? So now, moving on to February. February is going to be a fantastic month, because now this is going to get even more enhanced, okay? And I will tell you how this is going to happen. Right at the beginning of February, there is going to be this wonderful feeling of peace. You're going to start feeling very calm, and this is especially for those of you that have been working really hard, or for those of you that have been actually stressing out about certain things, you know. For those of you that have been stressing out about certain things in emotional life, on an emotional side of the things and things like that, there were quite a lot was going on in your lives, that's for sure. So the February is just all about that balance, getting all that balance right. So right at the beginning of the February, as I said, the feeling is going to be absolutely wonderful. You're going to start feeling much better, okay? So for those of you that have been suffering from like a tiredness, or for those of you that just didn't feel right, that didn't feel well, you know, that you just didn't feel right lately, you see. And for those of you, now I can just say to you that basically the energy levels are actually going to shot up, and you're actually going to start feeling much better. You're going to start feeling much energized, and that automatically it's going to just put a big smile on your face, and automatically it's going to make you just have a really positive outlook, you know, on how you feel in general, and it is going to reflect on what are you going to do next and what is going to happen next in your life. But it's not only about you health-wise starting to feel much better, it's also very important for those, not only for you guys who have been like feeling like a little bit tired and things like that, it's also for those of you guys that have been like in general feeling not really good, and for those of you that in general your health wasn't improving for a while or for a really long time. It could, in some cases, it could have happened for years, in some cases for months, in some cases for just 1 year. This is a very important month when it comes to the health in general, because when it comes to health in general, now this is the month when by the mid-February 2017, this is going to be the time when you're going to be just guys really at the peak of your own feeling good, you know, thing. And so when it comes to those of you that have been suffering from certain ailments and didn't see any improvements, now this is most certainly going to be the month when you're going to start feeling the improvements and you're going to start feeling better. So it is really combination of a little bit of everything this month. It's really good. Okay, so going back to the beginning of February, basically what else I was going to say, that because of all these energies just getting back into the places where they should be, okay, because of all this perfect balance of energies, okay, I have to say that on money wise and financially, it's actually going to be really good months as well. It's not only about health, but financially it's going to be really good months as well, because now, especially if you have been suffering from like a bad finances, or if you had a bad financial period, or if your finances weren't as good and you were just constantly hoping to improve your finances, the beginning of February is also going to be the time when your finances are just going to start getting much better. By the time we move into the mid-February 2017, this is going to be the time when your finances are all completely going to start making sense again. And I can see that those of you that have lost this sense of security when it comes to your finances in general, when it comes to your money in general, when it comes to your career in general, that uncertainty that was around you, it's going to start disappearing at around the mid-February. And this is going to be the time when your financial life or financial situation is literally going to start improving. There is no doubt about it whatsoever. On another hand, when it comes to business, when it comes to like a work and career in general, you see it's also going to be very good time, because but especially for those of you that are working for yourself, and especially for those of you that are self-employed, for those of you that can actually choose what you do and choose your own ideas, you see, this is going to be the time when you're going to have lots of ideas. But there are two particular things in general. There are two particular things that you're going to actually start bringing into your current work, into your own business, into your self-employed business. There are two things that you're now going to start thinking about. Two additional things that are going to be very important later on. Just remember, this is the time when you're just going to start kind of waking up, and this is the time when you're going to be showered with this amazing energy, and this is going to be the time when you're going to start kind of realizing certain things about yourself through your work and through the good feeling that how you're going to feel. It's all going to make sense in February, but however, it's going to be very good. For those of you that are working for the companies, or for those of you that are working for somebody else, this is also going to be a really good time, because there is also a couple of other things that's finally going to be present, not finally, but suddenly, a couple of additional things are going to be presented to you, and you will think about it, and it's going to seem, and it's going to be like a very attractive, it's going to become and it's going to turn into a very attractive opportunity. Okay, so very good things on horizons, I have to say. There's just one little warning, that there is a one particular person around your work that maybe you shouldn't really trust too much. There is somebody that will try to kind of test you, but it's going to be tested in a quite a negative way. Somebody's going to try to take like a little bit of an advantage of you when it comes to your work, when it comes to your career. So whether you work for yourself or whether you work for somebody else, I just still need you to be really careful. Like, for example, if you work for yourself, if you're self-employed and then you choose your client, choose your business, whatever, I would just highly suggest that just be very careful who you deal with throughout February 2017. This is only going to be this month. Just be like a little bit careful. If you have a little bit of feeling like if your subconscious mind is trying to tell you like oh no, like for example, if you have a little bit of like a negative feeling about somebody who would like to do a certain business with you, and this is just a sign that your mind is telling your subconscious mind, or your spirit guide, your angels are telling you that you actually shouldn't really trust this person. So there is going to be this very strong connection with your spirituality when it comes to February. So if you do think that if you're working for someone else, for example, if you do think that somebody is not maybe good to do business with, I would just kind of stay away. Trust yourself, trust your instincts, okay? Just stay away. And especially because you're going to feel so good throughout February, your third psychic eye and your subconscious mind is going to be even more enhanced, because it's all going to be kind of more it is all going to be so well balanced, okay? So you will be in touch with yourself a bit more. So just a kind of, if you don't think that somebody could be good for your business, just probably stay away from them. Don't do business with them, okay? On another hand, if you work with somebody else and you're, for example, you work for the company, blah blah, and I can also say that somebody will try to maybe test you, but it is not going to be just a good testing. Like, for example, I don't want to make you feel really paranoid. I just want to prepare you. So if you are tested, of course you guys are really great workers or whatever, you know, you always give 1000%, 1,000,000%. So if you're tested, it's just my worry about this person is that if somebody is not really sincere, so somebody is not really genuine. So you just do how you normally do things, you just give 1000% how you normally do, but just be very, very careful, okay? Because somebody will try to kind of test you, but with this test they will try to kind of steal your own ideas or take something from you that doesn't really belong to them, okay? You will be fine. What I can say to people, what I normally say to people in this situation, just keep certain things to yourself at work. Don't talk about your ideas, don't talk too much about yourself or your own ideas, your personal life. Just throughout February, keep certain things for yourself, to yourself, and you will be fine, okay? These things do happen indeed, okay? It is not going to last long. It is only going to be like throughout February 2017. And if you are retired, for example, and you're not working, or if you're at the college, at university, it is still going to be like a little warning, like wherever you go, whatever you do, if you're at the college, university, just kind of keep this month certain things to yourself, okay? It is exactly the same thing that I can say, that it is somebody going to try to maybe trick you into something, okay? But you will be fine, okay? And if you are retired, the same thing, wherever you go on daily basis or on weekly basis, whatever you focus on in your life, just maybe try to not to kind of trust everyone this month. If you do want to make like a really big decision about something, or if you want to start some kind of maybe some kind of partnership or something like that with somebody, I would strictly say no to this month. Maybe this month it is not good time to maybe start partnership or business or something like that, or any kind of risky ventures or anything like that. I would just leave it out this month, just to make sure that we stay away from this person, okay? But what would I also recommend, highly recommend, guys, you should get like a black tourmaline. Look at this beauty. Black tourmaline is absolutely amazing crystal. It's but it's the most powerful crystal when it comes to a protection. When it comes to protection against all sorts of negative energies, I would highly recommend to get this and keep it somewhere, maybe on your desk, at home, if you work from home, in the office, if you work in the office, or you can keep it like in the living room, wherever you feel like. On another hand, I would also highly recommend to get like a black tourmaline, like a pendant, also even better, you see. And pendant, of course, you can like keep it around your neck. And again, it's fantastic. Probably not. Again, I'm saying probably. It's the most powerful crystal. Black tourmaline is the most powerful crystal when it comes to protecting us against all sorts of negative energies. And why am I saying this to you now? I'm saying this because when we have people around us that don't mean good to us, like for example, like when I say to you, mention to you, you have to like maybe just like be careful if somebody's not if somebody's trying like to kind of test you in a bad way, blah blah blah. These people are normally negative people. These people have a negative energies. You know, of course, we all have a different different energies attached to us, okay? But the problem with the people with negative energy is the fact that they can sometimes just like send this negative energy towards us, whether this is consciously or whether this is subconsciously. They can do it both ways. They can even do it while they're sleeping, you see. So it all depends whether they do it on purpose or not on purpose. But when people think about us in a negative way, like that particular person over here, it's very, very good to get a black tourmaline, as I recommended, to keep it around your neck or keep it at home like this, like a little rock, you see. And the black tourmaline is basically going to protect your shield from these negative energies, okay? It keeps the shield around you, it protects you, so no negative energy can actually come through. And it's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And also it's absolutely brilliant against anxiety, stress, or anything like that. So I highly recommend it. You can get it on my website as well, black tourmaline, okay? When we get to the third part of February, you see, when we come to the third part of February, it is also this is the time when, for example, you will also have an interesting news. There is some kind of news going to come towards you, okay? And this is very interesting. It is going to come in the form of maybe a letter. It could come in the form of like a text message. It could come in the form of an email, or you could be told something by somebody. However, the bottom line is that there is a very good news, very interesting information you're gonna get. Very, very strongly, I can tell you that this is going to be connected to the document. Most certainly, this is going to be connected to the document. After that document arrives, after you get this. After you get this information, as I said, that information is going to be connected to the document, later on to some kind of document that is going to be very important to you, okay? But also, after that information arrives, you're going to be faced with a very, very good choices, guys. Very good choices. I'm so glad for you. And this is going to happen at around the end of February 2017, okay? So it's a first document, information that is going to be later connected to the document. But that particular information is going to lead to a couple of choices. These two choices are really, really good. These two choices are going to be absolutely amazing. These two choices are going to be incredible. Whether you work for somebody else, whether you work for yourself, whether you work, whether you're retired or whether you are at the college, university, it's still the same thing going to happen. This is going to be very, very interesting two choices that you're going to end up at the end of February 2017. I mean, okay, I'm just amazed because this is going to be absolutely perfect time for new projects, okay? This is going to be perfect time for new project, not to start, but perfect time for the new project to start researching about new project, to start thinking about new projects, to start, to start like kind of visualizing certain things about a new project. And these new projects could be absolutely anything that could have something to do with your life. Whatever you do in your life at the moment, this is going to be very, very important later on. However, as I said, there are two additional things that you're going to end up doing after these points, and it's going to have a very good reflection on your life. And I'm very happy for you. I'm very happy for you because after this point, you're just going to start feeling very proud of yourself. And after this point, there is the whole new world going to reveal to you. After this point, there is the whole new energy going to come through. After this point, you guys, if you felt like really negative about your life, or if you felt like your life didn't go anywhere, if you felt like your life was just going one direction and didn't go up, didn't go down, it wasn't too bad, but you just wanted to go up. Now this is the time. The end of February is going to be the time where this is just going to be incredible, because all these different things that are going to start happening and unfolding in your life, it is just going to give us a whole new perspective on your life, and you're going to start seeing a clear picture about your future. It's just what I keep on saying, a clear picture about your future, clear picture about your future. It's all going to make sense at the end of February. Don't you worry, okay? And also, I mean, when it comes to job, my gosh, guys, February really is going to be a very good month for you guys. Also, I can also see you throughout February, lots of you who didn't want to exercise, or lots of you who didn't want to go to the gym, or lots of you who wanted to run and you never started. You want to go on that bicycle, you never started that bicycle, you will just keep on leaving it behind, Now this is going to be the months where I can actually see that this not only is going to be the fantastic time for it, not only this is going to be the brilliant time for it, but I can see you start taking care of yourself when it comes to your health, when it comes to your physical activities, when it comes to you taking care of yourself. So I can see lots of you changing diets. I can see lots of you kind of start turning towards the very, very healthy, directions in your life. I'm not saying that you weren't healthy before, but I can just tell you that I can see that you're going to start bringing all these different things in, and this is all going to be the fantastic, beautiful part of these energies, beautiful part of the whole 2017, because 2017 is going to be really, really good year for you guys as well. And this is just all the part of, this is just a part of it, and it's very, very good indeed. Okay, so I can see that you will kind of exercise more. You're going to start exercising, you're going to start enjoying it, you're going to start enjoying that side of life a bit more. And as I said, the more times with friends and family, I can even see like throughout February, and again at the end of February I can see like a quite enhanced you guys spending time with your friends and family and spending time with people that you haven't seen in a quite long time or you haven't seen in a while. Very, very good indeed. Okay, and when it comes to love, and when it comes to you guys being in relationships, okay, when it comes to you guys being in a relationship, this is a very, very good time because for those of you that have been in relationships, there is a very big planning going to come up. There is a discussion that you will have with your partner. It's just something that you wanted to discuss with your partner for a really, really long time. You might have discussed this particular thing with your partner before, but you never came to the bottom of it. You never discussed it properly. And I can see that there is a very important discussion going to happen about something, and this is going to be something big, like a really big change when it comes to your relationship. I'm not talking about the fact that your relationship is going to be affected by this, or this is going to have a negative impact on your relationship. No, not at all. A complete opposite. It is just something something that will require a careful planning, and it's to do with you two, and it's to do with your relationship, and you wanted to have this for a really, really long time, and it was never right time. So now this is going to be a very important discussion about this particular thing. Finally, and it's finally going to start happening as well, which also means that your relationship is going to go on a whole new level, on the whole next level. After that point, I can also see you planning a certain journey with your partner, okay? And on another hand, if you are a single, basically, if you are single, guys, you see, I think this is just this is ridiculously good, honestly. If you are single, there is somebody at the end of February 2017, at around the end of February 2017, there is somebody that is just going to manifest in your life, okay? That particular person that is going to manifest in your life, you are going to meet through somebody else who you know. So you are going to meet through this person, through your friend, or your friends are also going to be around you when you meet this particular person, okay? I did say already that you're going to socialize a lot, and I can also tell you, please socialize as much as you can, because February is going to bring you amazing things, and it's going to surprise you, okay? But when it comes to love, there is somebody that you're going to meet through your friends, or when your friends are around you, okay? And it is going to be very, very intense friendship first. It is going to be almost an instant attraction, and it is going to be like an intense friendship first, and then after that point it's going to just turn into something completely huge, into something beautiful, into something that you have never had before, into something very, very, very special. I'm telling you that there is somebody coming that is actually going to make you I don't even know how to explain this to you, honestly. This is big. There is somebody going to walk into your life, and if that person is going to change your life, okay? On better, on good, okay? As I said, you might not start the relationship with that person straight away at the end of February, but most certainly that person is going to manifest themselves at the end of February, okay? But it is very, very important. This is going to be different. This is going to be somebody amazing. This is somebody going to be very, very smart, but above all, it is one of your soulmates. This is a soulmate, and this is somebody very, very special. And as I said, it's very important to say that it is going to start like a very intense relationship, friendship, and first friendship and then relationship. But this friendship is going to be intense, very intense. Every day it's going to be more intense until it gets to the point that you just can't even be friends anymore, and then you just take it on a whole next level. It is fantastic. When we meet our soulmates, this is it. This is how it happens. It's very, very important to start relationship at the beginning and work your way towards the right direction, not start relationship at the end and then you have nowhere else to work towards. Very, very important. Oh my goodness, this is a very, very interesting month, and I'm really glad for you. I'm really happy for you guys. Okay, and also what else I was going to say, if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do so. If you have, thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. And also, please don't forget to like and share. Thank you ever so much for watching. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.